Hi friends, this video is from interview.com, a job portal. In this video, I'm going to talk about attribute selector in Jquery. In the previous videos, we have seen how to select an HTML element using ID, class. In this video, I'll be talking about attribute selector. How can I use attribute to select an HTML element from a web page? The syntax is Jquery or $attribute is equal to value. I'll explain you the HTML code and I'll show you a live demo. In this HTML code, you can see 4 HTML input elements are there. Okay, I want to select these input elements using name or value attribute. How can I do it? So this input elements does not contain ID or class, so we are not using any ID to identify the element. We are going to use name attribute or value attribute. In your project also there might be some requirement how to fetch an element, HTML element using name or value attribute. So here if you see the syntax, Jquery syntax, here I am asking get me the input element which contains name is equal to pet. Out of these 4, this is an input element and it also contains pet as its name. Then the next line of code I'm asking get me the input element which contains value as teaching. If you see here, this is the input element which contains value as teaching. So then after getting this object, I'm going to apply the background color green. Okay, then again the third line of code I'm asking get me the input type element which contains name contains OOD. Please remember if I use star that means contains. Okay, then apply the background color violet. So using this attribute we are able to select an input element from an HTML web page. So let me show you the code. This is a very simple HTML web page. When I click on this button, different colors are going to be applied. How these elements are selected, just now I explained you there are 4 input elements. There are attributes, name attributes actually. So I'm in the Jquery code I've written here get me the input type element which contains name is equal to pet. If you see here, so this element is an input type element and it contains name is equal to pet. So this object will be selected and we are going to apply yellow color. Similarly the other elements. So when I click on this, you can see here different colors. So how we identify these input elements? We are using attribute selector. So this is how the attribute selector works in Jquery. Hope this video is useful and informative. Thank you and all the best.